It was one of those rare moments in royal and sporting history that felt almost too perfect to be real. When Princess Catherine, the Princess of Wales, stepped onto the court with tennis sensation Emma Raducanu, no one quite knew what to expect. But what unfolded was something far more beautiful than a simple match. It became a moment etched in emotion, elegance, and quiet inspiration. This wasn't a high-stakes competition or a media spectacle. It was something more intimate. A meeting of two women from different worlds, bonded by one powerful love, the game of tennis. Catherine, a patron of the Lawn Tennis Association and a lifelong fan of the sport, looked genuinely radiant as she arrived. There was no royal stiffness, no distance. Just a smile, a racket, and an eagerness that showed she wasn't just playing for the cameras. She was truly excited. Emma Raducanu, still glowing from her historic US Open win, had no idea just how emotional this day would become. She later admitted how surreal it felt to rally with royalty. But from the first exchange, all formality disappeared. The two were just players. The laughter, the smiles, the soft words between serves, it all felt real. And for those watching, it was impossible not to feel something shift. There was a moment mid-match when Catherine hit a shot down the line. Emma clapped, genuinely impressed, and smiled in that humble, heartwarming way we've come to love. Catherine blushed, almost surprised by her own ability. That moment said it all. Two generations, two women, cheering each other on, not as royal and rising star, but as equals. As friends. What made it even more moving was how natural it all seemed. Catherine wasn't performing. She wasn't trying to prove anything. She was simply there, enjoying the rhythm of the game, living in the moment. For someone who carries so much responsibility, that carefree joy was deeply touching. And for Emma, playing alongside someone she'd admired growing up must have felt like a dream. But she didn't just admire Catherine as a princess. She admired her grace, her kindness, her willingness to step outside the expected and share a space that was truly human. The media captured the smiles, the shots, the graceful movements. But what they couldn't quite capture was the atmosphere. It was calm, pure, magical. There was a stillness around them, like the world had paused to let something meaningful unfold. And in a time when headlines are filled with pressure, pain, and division, this moment felt like a deep breath. A reminder that joy still exists in the simplest of things, a shared game, a genuine connection, a spontaneous laugh. After the match, Emma spoke with such warmth about Catherine's tennis skills and her composure on court. But what stayed with viewers most was not the praise, it was the emotion in her voice. This wasn't just a royal engagement or a sports moment. It was something deeply personal. And for Catherine, this wasn't just about tennis. It was about showing young women that they belong on the court. That even in a royal role, passion should never be hidden. That strength and softness can coexist. That joy matters. The world didn't expect much from that match. But what they got was a message, told not in words, but in body language and shared energy. That when women lift each other up, when they connect across titles and trophies, something truly magical happens. It was a moment of unity. A celebration of talent, humility, and the power of simply showing up with an open heart. For those who watched, many admitted to shedding a tear, not because of anything grand, but because of how gentle, human, and unexpectedly moving it all was. Some moments don't need to be loud to be powerful. This was one of them. And it will be remembered, not just as the day a princess played with a champion, but as the day two women reminded us of the quiet beauty in connection, courage, and kindness.